22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30! Let's go! What's up, everybody? Andrew Mahone here with Tricky Jim at Full Grip Games. Today, while streaming, I decided to attempt another Pokemon trading card game online world record, this time for the most prize cards ever taken with a single attack. Using only cards from expanded format, we were able to take 30 prize cards at once, using Amazing Rare Kyogre's amazing Surge attack. I'm excited to show off how we did it, but before I do, let's head on over to FullGripGames.com. FullGripGames.com is your one-stop shop for all the best Pokemon trading card game singles and sealed product. It's also the best place to sell your Pokemon cards. If you've got extra cards lying around the house and you're trying to get some cash for them, or store credit, or a new booster box, make sure to check out the Full Grip Games buy list. We are always buying bulk and singles at the shop, and selling your cards to Full Grip Games directly supports the content I create here on Tricky Jim. Submitting a buy list is really easy to do. You just fill out the buy list with the cards you want to sell us, you send us the cards, and then we send you the cash, the store credit, or a new booster box. I've even got a video here on the buy list page explaining just how to do it. Now, let's check out that world record attempt. The idea here is to use Kyogre with its amazing Surge attack, which does 80 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon, to knock out 9 tag team Pokemon at the same time. And you can have up to 9 Pokemon in play thanks to Skyfield from Roaring Skies. If you knock out 9 tag teams at once, you're going to take 27 prize cards. And then we've got Arceus, Dialga, and Palkia GX with its Altered Creation GX attack, which allows you to take a bonus prize card when you knock out your opponent's active Pokemon. And then we've got Whimsicott here from Guardians Rising, which has the Wages of Fluff attack. For 1 colorless energy, it makes it so that if the defending Pokemon is knocked out during your next turn, you take 2 more prize cards. So that's 30 prizes. Now you might be saying, Andrew, you only set aside 6 prizes at the beginning of a game. Well, we've got to work around for that. Now that we have a way to take 30 prizes, we need a way to make sure that we actually have 30 prize cards to take. And believe it or not, there actually is a way to accomplish this. Naganadel GX has the Injection GX attack for 1 lightning energy. It adds a card from your opponent's discard pile to the prize cards face down. Only problem is you can only use 1 GX attack per game, unless of course you're a water type Pokemon, because water type Pokemon have access to Misty and Lorelei, a supporter card that requires that you discard 5 other cards from your hand, but if you do, your water type Pokemon can reuse their GX attack. Now Naganadel GX is Dragon type, but with Vaporeon from Ancient Origins and its Aqua effectability, you can change it to water type. Its ability makes each of your stage 1 Pokemon in play water type in addition to their existing types. So all we have to do is loop Misty and Lorelei over and over and Injection until the opponent has 30 prize cards. To help us do that, we play Lusamine, which gets you supporters back from the discard pile, and Magnezone with its Dual Brains ability, which allows you to play 2 supporters during your turn. And then with Execute, you never have to worry about discarding cards because Execute constantly comes back from the discard pile to your hand with its propagation ability. Might sound simple enough, but I can assure you that it's not. Check out these decks in action and let me know if you can think of a way to take more prize cards with a single attack. Now I have Viridian in my deck, so I can just Steven's Resolve, see if I can get a Viridian out of the deck, I believe, right? Yeah. And then that way Brandon can check his deck and make sure that not too many things are prized. That would be cool. And I also need to check my own prizes while I'm here. Do I have the Gladian? I do have the Gladian. I have Kyogre. I have, yeah, everything seems good. The Galarian Meowth is important. Okay, so we'll get these fellas here. And then just in case Brandon doesn't have a way to search his own deck, I can give him the Viridian, and then he can start to search his own deck. So I'm going to give him that. That way he can check, and we're not wasting any time here, which is good. I can get rid of the Skyfield. I don't need that yet. So we can just go get ourselves the Metal and Altered Creation. And now Brandon can take a look at his deck, and then once he takes a look at his deck, I can give him Tropical Beach. But it looks like he probably has a handful of cards that he can't really play. So let's see, he's gonna Gladian. That's good. You can check his prizes, see if there's anything essential in there. And that's actually the best way to check your prizes, because he could just see, you know, are there too many tag teams prized? Are there too many eggs prized? And so long as there aren't too many tag teams or too many eggs prized, then he is all systems go. I think it's 2 training court you run, Brandon. But technically, you don't need training court. You don't actually need that card. Because now that you've got Brock's Grit in the deck, you can actually just discard Pokemon. You could discard your Pokemon now, and then you can Brock's Grit them back into the deck. And you can discard your energy so that you can get them back into the deck as well. So you don't actually really need any of that. All right, so he's got a lightning there. Now I can start setting up my strategy. We are going to Ultra Ball for, let's see, let's just get rid of these guys. Go get ourselves the amazing rare Kyogre. Make sure that we do have the tool card. We got a telescopic sight. Very good. Slap that down, slap that down. Scramble switch into the Kyogre and get that up there. And then we will Verseeker for Steven's Resolve and go get ourselves a Lusamine. And then that way I can bring some of these cards from my discard pile back into my hand. And then I will also want to get, let's see, we're going to go Lusamine and then get ourselves the Lightning Energy as well. That seems good. And then Brandon in the chat is saying this guy's drawing like crazy. This guy's drawing the nuts. Yeah. So we've got the Lightning Energy now. I'm gonna Lusamine, and I suspect that Brandon's got a bunch of cards in his hand that he can't play. Brandon, if you've got Pokemon in your hand, you could start Viridianing them down so that I can give you Beach, okay? And then you can start drawing cards. You can Viridian all the Pokemon in your hand out of the deck, so that you can then, because you could just Brock's Grit them back in later, right? So it's not a problem. And it's actually better just to thin your hand, I think, so that way you can actually start drawing cards with Beach. Now, eventually you'll get a Steven's Resolve and you'll be able to just like loop things indefinitely. So that would be hype. Now I don't even know what I'm looking for at this point. I need the egg, I guess. I'll get that, and then I can get more amazing rare Kyogres, and then I also want to get my tool card. That seems good. So we'll grab those things and just put those into our hand. And then yeah, Brandon can start thinning his hand. Oh, he's got the Stevens. Excellent. All right, now we're rocking and rolling. This is gamer mode engaged, chat. Now that Brandon's got the Steven's Resolve, he's able to stream Steven's Resolve, make sure he gets the Magnezone in play, make sure he gets the Vaporeon in play, and we should be big chilling. Okay, we've got our last energy here. I can Viridian away my egg, get myself another energy, and that should be everything that I need. Make sure there's no AZ in my discard pile. No, I can just Lusamine. We're going to Lusamine, and we're going to get the... I don't really need the Brock's Grit. We can get Lusamine and Stevens back and get those into my hand. Just end the turn. And then... Hey, thank you, Boa, for the 100 bits. Boa says I look like a snack on this shirt. Yeah, thanks, Boa. Appreciate that. Brendan's going to start setting up the Naganadel GX. It's got the Eevee as well. And going to be able to evolve into the Magnezone. I know Brandon's got the Water Energy in his hand too. He can evolve the Eevee and get that Vaporeon, which makes all his Stage 1 Pokemon Water type. Once his Stage 1 Pokemon are all Water type, then he will be able to use... Oh, nice. Verseeker, Steven's Resolve again. He will be able to use Naganadel's Injection attack. Just loop it. He'll be able to do it over and over and over again. And then and then once he does that, then he'll be able to give me 30 prize cards. Yes. So that's the goal. He's going to give me 30 prize cards, and then I am going to take 30 prize cards in a single turn. I know. Do not attempt this at home, chat. This is a dangerous stunt that we are embarking on here. Okay. Yes, a dangerous stunt indeed. All right, we've got telescopic side. I do need to make sure that I get my switch. We got to switch the Whimsicott into the active. Then I'm pretty much on chill mode until Brandon is able to give me 30 prize cards. So that is going to take some time, right? Because he is going to have to, there's the Vaporeon, Aqua effects, makes all his stage 1 Pokemon water type, so he should be able to get Naganadel into play. Brandon can Lusamine loop at this point. At Brandon, if you're listening, you just have to make sure that you never get all of your Lusamines in the discard pile. Now, Versus Seeker can bail you out, but like always make sure, when in doubt, make sure that you don't have all your Lusamines in your discard pile. Because if you end up with all your Lusamines in the discard pile, that's like one of the ways that you can throw. So you want to make sure that you don't have all the Lusamines in the discard pile. If you have to Lusamine for Lusamine, that's totally fine. That is totally acceptable. So we can AZ up the ADP. At this point, I'm just trying to get as many cards as I can into my discard pile because I don't actually need any of this stuff anymore. We're just trying to put cards into the discard pile for Brandon to be able to discard, basically. So, or not discard, for Brandon to be able to put into my prizes, because Naganadel GX's attack puts cards from my discard, from my discard pile into my prizes. So we can Evolution's Roar, put that Tortuga into my discard pile, and then that's my anti-deck out technology, is that with Galarian Meowth and Tortuga, we can actually make sure that we never deck out, because Tortuga has the Prehistoric Call ability. If it's in our discard pile, we can put it on the bottom of our deck. And then finally here is Naganadel GX. So Brandon just has to set up his hand. He's got the Dual Brains Magnezone in play, can play 2 supporter cards a turn, and his Naganadel is now water type. So he is going to be able to just give me more prizes. And this is every turn just going to be, scramble switch, totally fine. 7 prizes now, and we're just going to be increasing every turn. So we want to give Brandon a bunch of just garbage cards that I do not need in order to discard. That is in order to put into my prizes. That's the idea. You can get the Float Stone, totally cool. And I do just need to do, I think, one more thing. All I have to do is I have to switch the Whimsicott into the active position. So I'm going to go get myself a Steven's Resolve and play it so that I can get that Whimsicott in the active. That should be like the last thing that I need. And yeah, that's cool. I'm not going to get the Gladian just in case Brandon throws something really essential into my... in case Brandon throws something really essential into my prizes, which I don't expect him to do, but just in case, I'll save that Gladian and not throw that away into the discard pile, so that then just in case Brandon did injection something really really crazy by accident into my prizes, I could go fetch it with Gladian, so that would be no problem. Now Brandon is going to get the training court, that way he can get the energy back and he can kind of do his infinite loop at this point, which is amazing. If he has 4 eggs in his hand, right, he's going to be able to Misty and Lorelei away 4 execute and the energy. Brilliant. And there they go, right? He's got 3 eggs in the discard pile and 2 energy, so if he can just find his last egg, he'll be able to Misty and Lorelei for free. And now that his Naganadel GX is water type, he can just loop Lusamine, and he can use Lusamine and Misty and Lorelei in the same turn thanks to Dual Brains Magnezone, which is absolutely crazy. And he can reuse his Injection GX attack to give me more prizes because his Naganadel is water type. So this is just a lot of fun. This is fascinating to me that this thing is actually working. Like, all the pieces are coming together. It's just a ton of fun to navigate this. Click my prize. I can't click my prize cards. It's not letting me do that. It would be funny to go Gladian, though. I might want to go Gladian before it's all over. I do wonder what I don't want to discard that. I do wonder what Gladian, what it'll end up looking like. So we'll just pass. At this point, I'm just chilling. No need. Do I need to switch the Kyogre after I damage twice? So, I do need to switch the Kyogre after I damage twice because I'm gonna have to. Right. So I need to save the switch in my hand. So I will go Gladian. That's a good catch there. Yes, I need to. Yeah, it's not just Wages Fluff. I need to attack with Amazing Surge twice, and then I need to switch back into Whimsicott, Wages of Fluff, and then go from there. So I do need one more switch in the deck. That, or I need 3 more energy on this thing. I think it makes sense to just go grab the one more switch. So I can do that. Oh, he can Fion me for free, but he can't Fion me for free because his bench is going to be filled with GXs, right? So not going to be able to do that. Now, I have Skyfield in my discard pile. I am going to need to get that Skyfield back, so we're going to go and get that to Elusamine for the Skyfield. Definitely need that. And then I also definitely, maybe I want a Brock's Grit. That's fine. Now we'll just get the other Elusamine. That way we can just continue looping. And I will just pass. Yeah, we're chilling. And then we're never going to deck out because of the Tortuga. So we know that. And I know that, Brandon won't be able to use Fion because at the end of the game, he will need to have his Pokemon, his tag teams all on the bench because I need to hit them twice with Kyogre, right? And then, this is so sick. Let's see. My Gladian's not in the discard pile. That's fine. I can Elusamine back. I could Verse Seeker for Steven's Resolve and just go grab it though. So I think I'll just do that. I'll just go grab Steven's Resolve, and we're gonna play it. And Steven's Resolve, and I can get myself the Gladian. And it's funny that you can Steven's Resolve for just Gladian, even though Steven's Resolve says like search your deck for, it is up to 3 cards, yeah. So you do have to find just 1 card though. You can't fail a Steven's Resolve because it's public knowledge that you have cards in your deck, right? Which is absolutely insane. I can't believe that we're doing this. Like I can't believe that it's actually happening. I really hope that there's nothing that I'm overseeing here. We have people that are entering the chat right now who are like, wait, you have how many prizes? About to be 10. We're going all the way up to 30. So if you're watching on YouTube, we are doing this live actually on Twitch, twitch.tv/TrickyJim, where we stream shenanigans like this all the time. And I do stream live Pokemon trading card game content every single weekday. So definitely make sure to check out the Twitch stream. Look at that, 10 prizes, baby. 10 prizes. All right, so now I've got the Gladian. I can Gladian. Hope don't break the game. 10 prizes. All right, so we're gonna grab the switch back, and then we're chilling. I think that I could just put the Tortuga. I'm just gonna put that on the bottom of my deck. All right, cool. And then pass. Yeah. So yeah, I'm glad that I checked for the switch now. And yeah, because I know if you have more than 10 prizes, like it turns into like, I think I've seen it before. You can like click like left and right. It's pretty insane. Let's see, how many cards do I have in my discard pile right now? 26. That's plenty. Brendan only needs 20 more targets in order to start swinging. Now, Amazing Kyogre is going to deal the correct amount of damage to everything, right? Because it's going to do 110 to the active with Amazing Surge because I already used Alter Creation GX. And then I will be dealing boosted 30 damage to all of the bench GX Pokemon because of the Telescopic Sight. I just got to hope that he doesn't play a Mew from Unbroken Bonds, or else my whole plan would be foiled. Yeah. All right, it's happening. Yeah, just it's going to be fine. No Mew from Unbroken Bonds. Definitely can't have that happening. That would be bad. All right, we're going to go and discard these. The biggest pump fake. We're getting ready for the play, and then Brandon plays Mew from Unbroken Bonds. That would be hysterical. All right, we're just gonna do that and then pass. And at this point, I've got the Dream set up with Galarian Meowth. We can use Evolution Roar every turn to make sure that we put the Arkin and the Tortuga on the bottom of the deck, and make sure that I never deck out. So that's a nice little loop that we have. Brandon's way to never deck out is Fion. So Brandon can just use the Fion, push up my Galarian Meowth with the Float Stone. It's going to have free retreat, so it will it'll never matter. Oh, let's see. I think that, let's see, at a certain point, Brandon has Fion, but Brandon can't use Fion to prevent from decking out, right? Can't use Fion to prevent from decking out if he has all of the tag teams in play, right? So, but Brandon can use Brock's Grit. Brandon can use Brock's Grit, right, to make sure to put the eggs back into... No, you'll use Brock's Grit to put the eggs back into the deck at the end of the game, and that'll give you enough turns. So you'll use Fion until you're ready to start attacking, because I only need 4 turns. I only need 4 turns once I start attacking. So at the end state, when we get to the end game, right, you'll have to just Brock's Grit the energy and the eggs back into the deck, right? So that way we can make sure, because you're going to AZ up these Pokemon, right? And you can Brock's Grit them back in. So long as you make sure that you always have Lusamine, you'll never deck out. So we're going to be totally fine. Just make sure that you never lose your Lusamines, because the Lusamine can save you. It can get you all your stuff back, right? A lot of times you might just Lusamine for Lusamine. Yep, exactly. It's exactly what you have to do. And then once I get up to 30 prizes, then it'll be ready to start setting up our win conditions. So let's see, the Skyfield. I need to save the Skyfield. I need to Evolutionary Roar away the Tortuga so that I can put the Tortuga on the bottom of the deck again. That's cool. And then we're just going to pass. And Brandon says in the chat that he is clicking the egg animation as quick as possible. Yeah, I know. It is brutal. For sure. It's one of the worst parts about playing expanded format is the egg animation. Bringing those things out of the discard pile. Battle Compressor. The eggs. All of that. It takes forever. Let's see. So we got the Misty and Lorelei. That Nanganadel GX is going to be able to give me another prize card. Excellent. Lusamine. Get the Lusamine back. Fantastic. And we got the perfect loop going on with the Dual Brains Magnezone. That was genius. Shout out to Charles for helping to build this engine that we have over here. It is working beautifully, for sure. The same CFS that you may know from the famed max damage video on Tricky Gym. That was a lot of fun to do with Charles. Shout out to Brandon for helping us out by piloting the other side, which arguably I wanted to be on this side because this is going to be the side that takes all 30 prizes, right? But Brandon's side is way more complicated to play, that's for sure. So shout out to Brandon for piloting the side of the deck. There's a lot of moving pieces over there, as we can see. Having to sequence all of this just right to give me my 30 prize cards. And I am actually very curious as to how long this is going to take. I think the max damage video I think took 5 or 6 attempts, right? And this video, this is our second attempt. So let's see, definitely no more Battle Compressor at this point. We are just going to Evolutionary Roar, check my deck. It's a Tortuga. We put the Arkin on the bottom of the deck, and then we pass. And we're just going to keep doing that loop every turn so that I never deck out. The only card that I still need at this point is Skyfield and Switch. And once Brandon has given me 30 prize cards, it'll be ready to go. And the Brock's Grit hopefully should keep Brandon from ever decking out. That Fion can buy him time in the meantime while he loops it. It does seem like he's got a pretty good loop going on with still 14 cards left in deck. He's got the energy, he's got the training court, he's really cooking here, which is awesome, right? I mean, he's got the perfect loop. The Lusamine for the Lusamine, Misty Lorelei every single turn is amazing. I can't believe that it's actually possible to use Misty and Lorelei for free every game. That for free every single turn. Like, the fact that that is possible is absurd to me, but definitely a lot of fun, right? It's just crazy, absolutely crazy. So we'll do that so we can go put the Tortuga on the bottom of the deck. We had some debate amongst chat to decide who was cuter, Tortuga or Arkin. Which one of the two is the cutest, right? Because we do have 3 Pokemon, I believe, that have the prehistoric call ability. Is it prehistoric call, something like that? There are 3 Pokemon that have that ability, and it's got to be between Tortuga and Arkin, because Laleep is the third, and it's definitely not. It's not Laleep, chat. I'm sorry. And you guys play the new Pokemon Snap. I mean, Laleep. Listen, I had a lot of fun with Pokemon Snap, but Laleep, dude. And no Pokemon kill the photography vibe like Laleep. All right, look at Arkin, so cute. Now Archeops, on the other hand, right? Archeops, on the other hand, was incredible. I had time to put that Tropical Beach into the discard pile. Oh, like a Tortuga is mighty cute, though. I don't know. Arkin and Tortuga are awesome Pokemon for sure. And there we go. 17 prize cards, baby. 17 prize cards. That is pretty epic for sure. Now, Brandon still 13 prize cards left to give me. At this point, he's given me 14 prize cards. I started with 6, right? Oh, my math is horrible. He's given me 11 prize cards so far. I started with 6 prizes. He's given me 11. So he needs to give me 13 more. I don't know how I got to the number 14, but I had decided that maybe he had given me 14 prizes. He's given me 11 prize cards. All right, yeah, 11 plus 6. That'd be 17. Very good. And then, yeah, so he's got to give me 13 more. We're almost halfway there. All right, putting the switch into the... That's good. Cool, because I still got the 1 switch in my hand. Not a problem. We're going to go ahead and Evolutionary Roar the Tortuga onto the bottom of the deck. And then eventually what I can do, once I run out of cards in my hand, right, I can just start propagating the Execute, right, to put into my hand so that I always have a card to put onto the bottom of my deck, right? So that's the infinite loop here, right? And we just keep propping the egg. And then we rock and roll. So Brandon's got 11 cards left in deck. If Brandon needs to give me, that's fine, because he can use Fion to make sure he never decks out. And then the only time that it starts to get sketchy with the deck out situation is because eventually he will need to get that Fion out of play, right? So that he can lay just a field of tag teams down. So I think for a little while, what's going to end up happening, because at this point, I guess Brandon's just got all 9 tag teams. Brandon, can you confirm that you've got all 9 tag teams in your hand at this point? Or do you have close to that many tag teams in your hand? All right, we're going to Evolutionary Roar, and we're going to put those into the discard pile. And then we're going to prop the egg. And we are going to put the Arkin on the bottom of the deck. 7 in hand, 2 in bin, Brock's in hand. Awesome, cool. And we'll pass. So you should have 2 more, I think, in the deck at least, probably as well. Exactly. And you only need 4 turns, but you are going to have to start AZing. You're going to have to start AZing every turn. After you've done the Lusamine loop, you will have to start AZing every turn. And then all right, Brandon, don't target my Viridian. All right, I'm just making sure. But yeah, don't target my Viridian just in case. Don't injection my Viridian back into my prizes, just so that I have it, just in case I end up needing it for something. But what I'm thinking is, okay, because you'll have to AZ up, you'll have to buy enough time to AZ up all of these Pokemon and lay your tag teams down. And then after you do that, right, I guess you could Fion while you're doing that, right? Which is fine. Because you could Fion while you're doing all that. So it shouldn't be a problem. I'm just trying to think of like all the things that could possibly go wrong at this point. Yeah, so just don't get rid of the Viridian, just in case you have to be able to, like, emergency, have to be able to discard some Pokemon from your hand in order to then Brox them back into the deck, right? If we got into a situation like that, like, you could do that to save yourself from decking out. So, all right, we'll pass. Yes. And with Lusamine, right, he'll always be able to Brock infinitely with Lusamine, so he'll never deck out. 20 prizes, baby. 20 prize cards. That's a milestone. This is the most prizes I've ever had. A third of my deck is currently in the prizes, chat. A third of my deck. Sometimes you're playing Pokemon cards and it feels that way. Yeah. Hey, thank you, Sepenin, for the mathematical assist there. That now it's 14 prizes that Brandon has added. Excellent. 20 prize cards. Absolutely epic. And 9 prizes left to give. Just got to Evolution Roar away these guys. And then prop the egg, put the Archon on the bottom of the deck, and pass. Yes, the Pokemon that I will need in the active will actually have to be the Kyogre. So we just need the switch in the Skyfield. That's all that I need at this point. Just making sure. I could wait until I have both. Yeah, I guess that makes sense, right? I don't have to prop the egg. I could just wait until I have both fossils in my hand. And then I could just discard them both and put them back under. I think, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, let's just do that. I'm being extra safe by leaving a card in my deck, but I don't really need to do that. I can go to 0 cards so long as I don't start my turn with 0 cards in deck. So yes, we'll do that. That'll speed up the process just a little bit. Brandon's only got 8 cards left in deck. We're going to 22 prize cards this turn, which is insane. I can't believe that it took Brandon like only the second game, he still had all 4 eggs. Like, there weren't too many eggs prized or anything like that. So, thank you so much, Sharpling, for that gifted sub to Sack. Appreciate it. All right, we're just going to pass, and I'll draw the other one next turn. CJG says, this is a very cumbersome process. Of course. It wouldn't be a world record if it was easy to do. If just anybody could do this, okay, then it would have been done. Hey, thank you so much, Boa, for the tier 1 sub. Appreciate you, Boa. Hopefully you're doing well. All right, what does the boundaries crossed Leopard do? Don't tell me that there's something that I'm missing out on here. It's cool. 30 prize card. You know what? 30 prize cards is fine. If somebody wants to beat me in expanded format, most prize cards taken with a single attack. Let's see, Leopard. Let's see, what does the Leopard do from Boundaries Crossed? All right, my turn. No. Okay, we're fine. This is why I didn't do this, chat. I knew it. I knew we shouldn't have done it this way. I just want to make sure. All right. I knew I was right. Y'all are lucky we didn't throw. I'm just saying. Y'all are lucky we did not throw. Lucky. You're lucky. Okay? You can't use Evolution Roar with no cards in deck. You can't. So no, that doesn't speed it up. Yes. So we almost threw. I'm just saying, chat, you almost messed up there, chat. You almost messed up. You almost got me messed up. I would have been livid. That was way too close. Way too close. I just had the one random Verse Seeker in my hand. Yeah. Yeah. My goodness. That was way too close, bro. Even if I had to Lusamine, I would have just turned off the computer. Honestly. If we had decked out right there, I would have turned off the computer, dude. I couldn't have done it again. We would have tried again on Monday. Yeah. No chance. Yeah. I would have been like, that's it, chat. Time to go home, walk outside, touch some grass. My heart stopped too. I thought that was it. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was horrible. Okay. We're still chilling though. Still got plenty of cards in my discard pile. For Brandon to add. So that's fine. Totally fine. Alright. We can Evolutionary Roar those back into the discard pile. Totally fine. Lusamine. I'm going to go get the Brock Skrit. And a Lusamine back. That seems fine. And then pass. Brandon just sent a Kappa in the chat. Says my opponent will never be able to take all these prize cards. This game is in the bag. There's nothing like a little bit of drama just for the contents, right? Drama for contents. I love it. And the Whimsicott's got free retreats, so that's great. We're gonna have to the sequence of events is this, right? The sequence of events is this. Oh, I could just training course. True, I don't have to egg. That's true. Sequence of events is this. Brandon is going to give me 30 prizes. Then Brandon is going to loop AZ while he picks up all these Pokemon while laying down Tag Team Pokemon GX. Then we are going to Amazing Surge 2 times. Not a third. Twice. Okay. We will Amazing Surge twice. Then I will use this one switch that I've been saving for like 30 minutes, okay? And then, which I had to dig out of my prizes with Gladian because I accidentally used my switch too early, which is fine. That's why we play the Gladian. And then, yeah, so first we're going to Amazing Surge 2 times, not 3, twice. And don't forget it. And then we're going to switch, and we're going to go into Whimsicott. And Whimsicott will use the Wages of Fluff. Whimsicott will use the Wages of Fluff. The Wages of Fluff makes it so that if the defending Pokemon is knocked out, I take 2 more prize cards. Right, and we've already used Altered Creation with Arceus, Dialga, and Palkia, who is now in my prize cards. Right, we've already done that. Then I will play my switch, and I will go back into Kyogre, and I will finally take 30 prize cards. That's the idea. 30 prizes. Y'all ready for this? So, just to be clear, I do need to put the Arkin and the Tortuga on the bottom of my deck every turn. Just to be clear. Yes. Last time, when you guys told me that I would just be able to Evolutionary Roar away, I guess I could have done it. Okay, I could have also saved the game this way. I could have Lusamine for the Viridian, right? I could have Lusamine for the Viridian'd away my Arkin, right? And then put the Arc. That was another out. So I could have done that. Exactly. We could have done that. Now, for my opponent that's saying we're only going to draw 21 prize cards, or not for my opponent, from the person in the chat who says we're only going to draw 21 prize cards, with Skyfield, there can be 9 prizes. 9. Or 9 Pokemon in play. So then we're going to get to knock out 9 Pokemon at the same time. Altered Creation only affects the active Pokemon. So Altered Creation doesn't make it times 4. Altered only works when you knock out the active. So Altered doesn't. So what's interesting is that if you were to Alter Creation and then Spit Shot somebody with Cramorant, it wouldn't give you a bonus prize, which is interesting, right? So yeah, that would not work. It doesn't work when you take prizes on the bench after Alter Creation. So, all right, Brandon is playing this extremely smoothly, by the way. So big props again to Brandon for piloting this optimally, doing a great job. And thankfully, Brandon has not almost decked out yet. Me, I did. We almost threw. All right, there's another card into the prizes there. I can, let's see. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and put that back in. It's fine. Evolutionary Roar, away those. No problem. Okay, pass. And then gonna start using Fio next turn. Sounds good. Yep. So Brandon, just to be safe, is gonna Fion, just to make sure that he's never getting too close to the end of his deck. Right? Which is nice. You like to never let it get to 0. That's what I'm saying. Better safe than sorry. I'll take the long route and be safe. If it takes me a couple of extra clicks to make sure that I don't actually end up decking myself out, that's totally acceptable, right? Totally acceptable. Yeah. Now, what's hilarious, if you're watching on YouTube, we got people who are joining the chat, joining the stream in the middle of this. We've been working on this game for like 30 or 40 minutes at this point. We got people who joined at 8 prizes. I'm going all the way to 30. So it's been hilarious to have people join the chat and be like, wait, what is this? Longer? Has it been an hour? How long is this? Time is a myth for me right now, okay? Time is not real. Yeah, I have I've entered a wormhole where time is just a myth. All right, we're going to prehistoric call. Oh, Brandon's cards are getting skinny and probably harder to see. That's for sure. Yeah, when you have that many cards in your hand, things definitely get hard to see. There's like everything's glowing. It all is very stressful. Someone in the chat said, "What is this?" Oh my goodness, I hate expanded format. This is just your average game of expanded format, chat. Yeah. Someone in the chat just said, "I've been here since attempt 1. I haven't seen my family in ages." All right, here we go. Misty and Lorelei. And this is the 30th prize. So now at this point, Brandon can start using AZ. All right, there we go to Galarian Meowth. He's going to inject the last prize with Injection GX. Perfect. 30 prizes. Yeah, what if Brandon played Mew from up? Quit playing. All right, Andy's got the AZ because he doesn't need the GX again. Wait. Will he be able to GX? That's not what I think. Will you be able to I think you might need to keep that water. You might need to keep that water, dude. Yeah, it's okay, Brandon. Go ahead and just put it back down. It's fine, Brandon. Yeah, we'll get it next turn. No, we're not restarting. All right, yeah, this thing needs to stay water. This is fine. It's fine. Right. Because Misty and Lorelei says, when you play this card, your water Pokemon can use their GX attacks again. So by AZing this one. Yeah, nobody panic. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. Yeah, that Naganadal's got to stay water. Yeah, it's cool. We'll get there next turn. It's not a problem at all. Listen, it would have been way more disastrous had I decked out. Yep, we're fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. Yep, just nothing like a little bit of drama, okay? It's just some drama for the content. Yeah, totally cool. And we pass. I put the thing on the bottom of my deck. Very good. Okay, cool. Pass. Yep. And we know Brandon still got the Fion. Brandon still has space to work with. Yeah, there we go. Here's now the Vaporeon. Just back. Yep. Excellent. And then Brandon may have to go get Misty and Lorelei. I don't know if he's got a Misty and Lorelei in his hand. Ah, he's got one. Okay, here we go. Misty and Lorelei. Very good. And then Lucamine. Just get some stuff back. Right? And then Fion if you have to. Totally fine. The Whimsicott's got free retreats. Not a problem. And then, yeah, Lucamine. Good, good, good. Skyfield soon. Skyfield after this last injection. Yes. All right. After the last injection. It should be 30 prizes. We've done the math. Because 9 times 3 is 27, plus 1 from Alter Creation, plus 2 from Whimsicott. It's 30. All right, so now at this point, I have all 30 prizes. Very good. Then, Prehistoric Call. Then, I believe at this point, I can Skyfield. I'm going to do that. Excellent. And then, I pass. Okay. So now, yes, Brandon is going to need to play probably... It's cool. Brandon, if you need to take one more turn to Fion... Yeah. Use Fion while you AZ up your other boys. Use Fion to, like, stall for a couple of turns. Yeah, go Fion while you AZ, right? And then when I'm ready to start doing damage, then play your Brock's Grit and put all the eggs back into the deck, right? And do the Magnezone last. Yeah, do the Magnezone last. For sure. If you have double AZ in your hand, you could do... Yeah, Lucamine makes the most sense. Yep. And then we have to... Okay, so here's the thing that I was... Are all your eggs in your hand? Brandon? All your eggs are in your hand, right? Do you have a way to discard all the eggs from your hand? So that you can... Right, but, like, do you have a way to... You can still Misty? All right, I was going to say. But your Misties are in the discard pile right now, right? Yeah. So, at a certain point, you will have to get your eggs back into the discard pile. So that you can then Brock them back into the deck. You may have to Misty in order to do that. That's why I wanted to save my Viridian, just in case it ever got to that point, right? So, it's not a problem. We're just making sure that you will have to get the eggs into the discard pile. Right. So, what do we got? A stamp to stamp to 30. Yeah, bro. You need Viridian? All right, I can get you Viridian. This is why we're here. Not a problem. Lucamine, this is why we did this. Right? That's fine. Just start Viridian those bad boys away. That works. And then we'll do this. You still got an AZ in your hand, right? Just making sure. Yeah, I'll get the Skyfield bet. Yep. All right. So you got an AZ because you're gonna have to AZ probably and then Fion again, right? Which is fine. All right, we're gonna grab that back. All right, here we go. Pass. So you're gonna have to start, Fion, and then put all of the eggs into the discard pile. You'll have to AZ up your Vaporeon this turn, right? He doesn't need a 240 HP in the active because I'm dealing 110 because of ADP. Yeah. Listen, we've thought it all out. This has been hours of planning. Hours of planning for this moment right here. This is only our second attempt, so we're doing pretty good. ADP was played last year. Someone said, to be fair, you used Alter Creation about 45 minutes ago. ADP is rotated by the time we finish this game. Yo, you guys think we could get a world record for the longest game of Pokemon ever played? You think we could do that? That'd be pretty sick, right? How long you think we could go? The longest game of Pokemon ever played. The PTCGO servers, oh my god. The PTCGO servers. I think that's probably the next pot of greed. We would just, like, you know, have to figure out other things to do while we just Fion indefinitely. Yeah, that might be something worth doing. My first ever 24-hour stream is actually just going to be a world record run of the longest game of Pokemon cards ever played. All right, Brandon, you ready for me to Skyfield you? All right. Okay. Get these guys back. Skyfield. Hey, thank you so much, King Kuma, for the Prime sub. All right. Is it happening? Oh, I didn't put the... Wait. Oh, we're fine. I can still Brock's Grit. I forgot to put the guy under my deck. It's fine. I got Brock's Grit. All right. I did. It's fine. We got the Brock's Grit. I got the Brock's Grit. All right. We're fine. We're fine, chat. That's why I had this here as a safety measure, just in case I goofed. And I did goof. I forgot to put the Arkin under my deck. I know. We're cutting it close. Okay, here we go. You need, Lucamine. And then it's hilarious. You could probably AZ the Magnezone in the same turn, even though then you will no longer have, right? Yeah, the AZ, sick. All right, 2 more tag teams. Boom. 1 more tag team. Yeah, bench out, Brandon. Yeah, bench out. Nope, bench out. It's gamer time. Yep. You got 6 cards in deck. We're ready to go. All right, here we are. All right, Brock's Grit. We're going to put those guys into the deck. Totally fine. Retreat. Start swinging. Amazing Surge number 1. 110 damage everywhere. 30 prize cards to take with a single attack. Amazing Surge number 2. 220 damage on all Tag Team Pokemon GX. Brendan's really back up against a wall now. I don't think there's much he can do. But wait, there's more. I switch into Whimsicott and use the Wages of Fluff. Next turn is gonna be gnarly. And with this final attack, we take 30 prize cards in 1 turn. There they go. Oh yeah, dude. Let's go. All 30 prizes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30! Let's go! Woo! Yes! 30 prizes! 1 attack! 30 prizes in a single attack! Let's go! Amazing rare Kyogre! 2,970 damage dealt. Absolutely incredible. Yo, thank you guys for the bits. Surf and Beard with the 300 bits. Brandon with the 100 bits said best of 3. I think I'm good. Yo, thank you guys so much for indulging in that. That was hilarious. And big thanks again to Charles CFS. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jake, for the 100 bits. Thank you to Charles CFS for helping us build this deck as well. That was magnificent. Absolutely incredible. I can't believe we actually got it to work. Yeah, CFS put this all together with the Magnezone and the Vaporeon and all of that. And then we built this side of the deck with the Jake did actually point us towards the Whimsicott, so thank you, Jake, for that. We built this side of the deck with the Kyogre, Amazing Rare, just live on stream. So if you're watching on YouTube, definitely make sure to check out the Twitch stream, twitch.tv/TrickyJim, where we stream live Pokemon trading card game content every single weekday. Again, big shout out to Charles and Brandon for helping us put this world record attempt together. 30 prizes with a single attack. Can anybody out there top that? Thank you guys all so much for watching the video. Y'all have a busted day. Peace.